saw backstage interviews died with COVID, but people are still doing them. Welcome back to the show, and I've got a really special guest from Jetboy, Billy Rowe. Billy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hanging in there. Billy, the reason we're talking is because of Glamfest, and Jetboy are going to Australia for the first time, but we've got some breaking news. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm not going with them. It's because I'm out here with Buck Cherry right now.
Yeah.
And so we've been doing shows, since I've been doing this, we do shows, but I was available for the ones that I could do. And the ones that I can't, we have a guy with this, but his name's Keith. I think he's played with Twisted Sister, and he's awesome. He fills right in, perfect. And, but I'll do more shows. Unfortunately, I'm crossing paths with being over in the UK and in Europe right when they go over there. So we can't pass up opportunities like this. So it's the same promoters that Buck Cherry went over with last year, so they're awesome. They understand, but they will deliver an awesome rock and roll set. When this was booked, I mean, have you been to Australia before? Yeah, I was there last year with
Buck Cherry,
Buck Cherry, but not Jetboy. This
not
is Jetboy's first, so it's
a
a big deal for us.
Yeah.
And it's either instead of it would be not doing it, if saying I can't do it or whatever, I was only, let's do it. And just, it's a lot of these bands today, they have somebody to fill in for them because everybody's lives have changed.
Yeah.
We're grown-up children.
Yeah. So obviously the Covers album came out in, I think, November. Yeah. Is Jetboy in a kind of record tour, or is it not that kind of regular because of everyone's other commitments?
Yeah, it's not in that type of pattern anymore. It's kind of we've had the opportunity where it's just come along. We really kind of just live lives and do what we do, and then when the time is right, we get an offer for a show. If we could do it, we do it. If we can't, we can't. Most of the time we could do it. Now even we do it, but I can't do it. It's just Mick and I left, the original members. But record-wise, it was the same thing. We had an idea of a cover record, and our friend Brian Pereira from Cleopatra Records, he goes, well, let's do a cover record. He's put out a few Jetboy releases of old demos and stuff like that. Frontiers put out the new record, which was our first one in 17 years. So, but we'll probably put something else out. I love writing. Mick and I love writing, and maybe we'll just do it differently, or just release a song here and there, or I don't know. We just kind of let life guide us to where we are going to work and do things like that.
So is it a relief to be here where you don't have to think about anything else but playing and doing your laundry? You know what I mean? You're not responsible for everything like I guess you are in Jetboy,
oddly enough, I always was kind of the guy behind the scenes of the business of the band, and which is fine. I have everything set up and all that, so I still do a lot of stuff. Even if I'm not going, I'll help out with whatever needs help.
And what can the fans expect in Australia from the set list and from the energy and also just having Mickey back in the band? Because I said to you before, the first time I saw you, he wasn't in the band. So what difference did that make when he came back?
Well, Mickey Fings is he's a big he's a humongous part of the band. Really, everybody back in the day was the original lineup. It was a magical moment, But of course, Mick, his voice and the presence and the image of what he does, and with Jetboy is a huge part of the band.
Yeah.
So they're gonna deliver great. I mean, the set's gonna be a combination of old, the two records, maybe one or two of the early days before we got signed. The Car Sex, Don't Mess With My Hair, and then a couple little pockets of some of the new stuff. Probably not any of the covers, but we just try to keep it more of the classic and really what people know the band about.
So I'll let you go in a minute because it's a lot happening. But you've got your guitar business, custom guitar business. You're in Buck Cherry. You're still running Jetboy. Is that you see that going on indefinitely, or do you see anything? Well, you're busy. You're super busy. You're doing those three things to start.
Yeah.
Is that an indefinite thing, or are you thinking that you might add something to it, subtract something from it? What does the future hold for you?
No, so far things have just been added to it. So I don't know. We'll see.
And your background with Australian music, I heard that you met Michael Butler at a Screaming Jets show. So is that true?
Yeah. The Stone and Screaming Jets, and if we get into Australian stuff, both Butler and I both are massive Australian rock fans of Angel City, Rose Tattoo,
the Vinyls,
of course, and just it's really endless. There's a big AC/DC, of course, but I don't know what it is with that country, but they kind of just created that big riff rock sound, you know, as they call it there, pub rock. Is that what it is? So.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do, I normally get people to play shows, play music, but you've got to go. So why don't I get you to ask for 3 Australian songs? 3. 3 Australian songs? Yeah.
Let's go with
Yeah, that's a great one. Springfield, we used to hang out there all the time.
I'll go with another one.
Okay. The Angels, one more.